It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle, a place that you get a chance to really work on your sales department. First, we want to thank you for allowing us to broadcast into your home. We appreciate it. You have choices and you choose to be with us. Number two, this is going to be a good use of your time. We're going to share with you how you can have a sales strategy, how you can have a sales structure, and how you can have a sales system that allows you to build the business, be profitable, reach your ideal client, and make money at the same time. Doesn't that sound pretty cool, by the way? Each morning, I like to start with the case study. I like to share an example because success leaves clues. There's an old saying, we didn't create it, but if someone else has done it, isn't it so true that we can do it as well? And we can pick up what's worked. We can pick up things that we would change differently as well. So let's jump right into the case study this morning. I'm really excited about that. So in 2012, Britt saw a chance to change the banking world. Big banks were charging fees for checking accounts unless customers kept a high balance, leaving many lower middle class Americans feeling left out. Britt knew this was his opportunity to create a bank that truly cared about these customers, and he founded Chime with a vision of providing a better banking experience for those living paycheck to paycheck. Starting Chime wasn't easy. Initially, Britt and his co-founder, Ryan King, focused on shopping rewards, but it didn't really click with their customers. So they discovered that people were more interested in basic, no-fee banking. This realization cost them time and momentum. So by 2015, Chime had only 7,000 active users instead of the projected 150,000. Fundraising was tough, and investors were skeptical due to the high cost and low revenue. But despite these challenges, Britt and King remained determined to succeed. But Chime's breakthrough, let me share when it came, and I want you to lean in because their breakthrough came when they shifted focus to offering features that really mattered, that solved the problem, like an early access to paychecks, no overdraft fees, and free ATM withdrawals. Now, these features made Chime stand out and attracted more customers, reducing acquisition costs. This approach is a great example of sales strategy that focuses on customers' needs, building loyalty and trust. Chime's innovative use of interchange fees allowed them to offer these benefits without charging customers, which made it a win-win for both parties. So in the face of competition like Cash App and regulatory challenges, Chime's cost structure gives it a significant advantage over everyone else. So what's my big takeaway? My big takeaway is really the importance of understanding and serving your customers' needs. By focusing on what customers truly value, like what do they really want? What do they really need? Chime created a strong brand, a loyal customer base. So in sales, having a clear strategy that can prioritize customer satisfaction can lead to, huge growth and success. And Chime's early struggles have really made them resilient and ready to tackle any challenge that's out there today. So think of your business as a ship, if I can say it like that, navigating through the storm with a clear direction, customer focus, and a resilient crew, dedicated team. You can weather any storm and reach new horizons. Chime's story teaches us that with the right sales strategy and the right sales structure and a sales system, customer-focused businesses can really overcome any challenges that impact revenue, and they can still make a positive impact in the world. You do that, and you will see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, again, my name is Shay Brown. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. Thanks for allowing us to broadcast into your home. Thanks for being a part of this. You have a lot of choices, and you're here with us. So every morning, I like to start with a key mantra that I think that every CEO should have. I think every CEO should adopt this. This should be on their phone. This should be on their computer. This should be a part of what their ritual is in the morning. And here's the mantra. It's very simple, but it's straightforward, but it does work. And that is focus on sales. Jot that down in your notes. Focus on sales. Focus on sales. Focus on sales. You got a lot going on. I get it. You've got a lot of responsibilities. I understand it. But at the end of the day, one of your top three priorities has to be to focus on sales. And here's why. Because if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Now, there's another big why is that, Jay, because sales at the end of the day is the oxygen for every great business in history. And without sales, I've got to say this, and I know it's going to sound so misunderstood, I should say, but without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. The point, the message to everyone listening right now is that selling is serious business. So we're about to have a very serious conversation right now. So go ahead and jot this down in your notes. Selling is serious business. Selling is serious business. Selling is serious business. And then I like to go and say, wait a minute. What's our philosophy, our pledge to our sales department as the CEO, as the one that's in charge? Well, it's three things. It's learn, earn, and return. Repeat this after me. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue, in order to get new and old clients to return. So I must learn, I must earn, and I must return. Oh, how true is that, by the way? And then we have our objectives. Our objectives every morning are to focus on our sales progress, what's working, what isn't working, to address any roadblocks. And then number 5, to understand the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to be successful. And those sales pillars have remained constant. Have a one-page CEO sales plan. Develop your sales cycle. Have a sales message, a CEO sales dashboard, and have a sales team that is actually selling. Because at the end of the day, isn't that what it's all about? You making sure that you have exactly what you need in order to be successful. Now, for those folks who are tuning in for the very first time, do me a favor, or you tune in maybe every day, look below the video and put hashtag I'm here. Welcome back, your family. We appreciate you. Whether you're listening live or you're listening to the broadcast on replay, or if you're on our podcast station, or maybe you're on our broadcast stations or one of our syndicated affiliates, thank you so much for tuning in. For everyone else, we haven't connected, head over to @IamCheBrown. Let's connect. I like to see what you're up to. You see me, but I can't see you. And I would love to know what you're up to, what you're getting into, and be a part of that conversation as well with you. The question is asked often, why the CEO Sales Huddle? And the CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster, easier, with less effort. You already know how to sell. I get it. You're already amazing. I understand that. That's why you're the CEO. So I get that, by the way. But here's the big why. It's about sales growth. It's about accountability. And it's about consistency. So that's why we get together. We formulated something that did not exist, a place that CEOs can gather for 15 minutes each day. Now, there are 1,440 minutes in every day. So imagine give about 1% of your day, 1% of your day just about, to tune in, to focus on the one area that drives revenue, and that is sales. And we have an outcome. Our number one outcome, above all outcomes, is for you to generate an extra $100,000 a month over and beyond whatever you're earning today. There's an extra $100,000 that pours in your bank account month after month, over and beyond what you're earning, just because you focus on your sales strategy, just because you focus on your sales processes, just because you step back and say, let me make sure my sales system is in place for my company. What a huge difference that makes for everyone that's out there right now as well. So let's talk about what we created to make this a reality, to make this possible. You don't have to go this alone. You don't have to think. You don't have to wonder. We've laid it out for you. You can go take a look at the CEO Sales Dashboard. There are key metrics in there. There's leads, how you're generating leads. There's appointments, how you're setting appointments. There's offers, how you're building those offers. There's deals. And then there's tracking and repeat business. Now, it's a very simple process because what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. And we're not going to leave you there. We've actually put together the CEO Sales Dashboard that you can go download right now. There's no cost to you. And in the CEO Sales Dashboard, you'll see we have key indicators. And I always like to look at that because what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. So we're going to take a look at leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. Now, it's important that I understand you have a lot of things pulling at you. So maybe for some of you, you're going to do this yourself. You're going to, every morning, you're going to go here and put how many leads came in. You're going to put how many appointments you set. Maybe you're going to do that yourself, and that's cool. Others of you may hire someone to do that. That's cool as well. Very important that it gets done. Now, let's take a deep dive into one of the areas. So let's take a look at appointments. So let's go look at appointments. And let's say you're focusing on appointments right now. And what I want you to go to is open up your database and put down how many appointments were set yesterday and how many appointments were run yesterday, specifically for one of your core products. You probably got 2 core products you focus on that you sell that generate 80% of the revenue. So let's focus on those 2 products, okay? Maybe 3 if you're lucky. But most folks, 1 or 2 products drives about 80% of the revenue, by the way. Now let's go look at how many appointments were set, then how many appointments were run, and then how many appointments of those were one-to-many. That means you got a board someplace somewhere and you talked to a group of folks at one time. And then for many of you others that are out there, you're still running one-to-one appointments. Nothing wrong with that. They're very effective. Then how many appointments came just to collaborate? You got just to get together, see how you can help each other. And then how many appointments were referrals? Now, I don't want you to overlook this because this is very, very important because it leads to the next part. And the next part is that success leaves clues. So I always like to look at what's working, what isn't working. And so we're going to move to another segment where we're going to celebrate our wins because we've had some successes. And we want to make sure we look at that. So powerful people ask powerful questions because questions stay focused. And in this life, you get what you focus on. So I want you to focus on 2 areas. Number 1, what are you most proud of? Number 2, what was the biggest accomplishment in the sales department yesterday? And number 3, what do you want to brag about? You want to step back and look at yesterday and say, I just want to on this one area. What would it be? I want you to do that right now. Like seriously, like right now. And then we're going to go look at the other side and say, wait a minute, every day is not rainbows, cupcakes, and unicorns. There's some things that we really need to take a look at. And we're going to look at some of the roadblocks. What was your biggest roadblock yesterday? Was it time management? Was it putting together your schedule? What's preventing you from moving forward today? Do you not have a plan? Do you not have a strategy? Do you not even take time for the sales department? Or is there something going on personal? You got to just write the day off. It doesn't matter. What's the one thing you can do? If you stepped up and said, I'm going to do this. I'm all in. You're going to take responsibility. It's on me. You're going to do that. Go ahead and write that down right now. Powerful people ask powerful questions because questions stay focused. And in this life, you get what you focus on. We spend this 15 minutes, not just to get together and chit chat, not just to be motivated. We spend this 15 minutes together, you and I, focusing on our sales strategy, our sales system, our sales structure, and our sales system. I want you to pause now. And my big takeaway for you is focus on sales. My big takeaway for you is focus on sales. My big takeaway for you is even if you got to step back and you got to put down block time, like schedule block time. And maybe it's just 15 minutes that you and I have now. Maybe it's a half an hour. I want you to focus on the sales department. Nothing else but the sales department. You do that and you will see your sales go up, 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 up and away. With that being said, my name is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Make it a great day, everyone. And we'll make some good things out. We connect again next time. God bless. Keep doing God's work. And we'll see you on the other side. Peace.